the woodcutter died of some filthy disease, and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
Yeah, definitely. Hello, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. We are going to change out. I didn't realize we could change out here. So
Blast and damnation.
Yes.
I thought we were going to have to go back to the camp. Okay, so what was this kid going to say? Nope, wrong.
Is there something you need?
What do you know about werewolves? Sure, let's see if
We
he's
know only what
knowledgeable.
Zevran has told us over the years. I never saw one myself until the attack.
If they are so mindless, how did they ambush you? How does one fight them? Do they have any strange abilities? Is there any way to prevent being afflicted by the curse? Let's do the ambush.
Some of us have wondered. The Keeper says they are simply cunning, that any beast can lie in wait. But this seemed more than that.
It was planned. These are no simple beasts.
Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that it is not so.
Why would he lie? What if he's Witherfang? Wouldn't that be funny? Why would he lie? How does one fight them? Yeah, why would he lie?
I do not believe he would. But even the wisest of men do not always see the truth in front of them, nor do they always wish to.
How does one fight them?
The hunters say they have strength and speed far beyond what's ordinary, and are as tough as such beasts come. Like wolves, they hunt in packs so as to combine their strength. But in the end, a blade kills them as surely as it does any other. What you need to fear is their bite. If you are infected, you are done. Though not right away, and not all at once.
If they're so mindless, how did they ambush you? Didn't we just... Didn't we ask that? How do they have... do they have any strange abilities?
As you know, they can shapeshift into wolves, allowing them to hide amidst the true wolves.
If they are so mindless, how do they ambush you?
Some of us have wondered.
Yeah.
The Keeper says they are simply cunning, that any beast can lie in wait. But this seemed more than that.
It was planned.
Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that it is not so.
Do they have any strange abilities?
As you know, they can shapeshift into wolves, allowing them to hide amidst the true wolves.
Is there a way to prevent being afflicted by their curses?
Other than not to get bitten? Not that I know of.
Okay, well, that's enough for me.
Of course. You wish something else?
Nah, I should go.
Dareth Shiral.
Sure. Now back to what was this kid gonna say?
Hello, I'm not afraid of you. I'm a great Dalish warrior. Hello,
Sure.
I'm not afraid of you. I'm a great Dalish warrior.
You seem interesting.
Hello?
Hello, yourself. Who are you? Why are you cringing? Speak up. There's no need to be afraid of me. Hello, yourself. How are
I'm
you?
Kamen,
Who are you?
a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you? So be one and stop wishing for it. Good luck with that. I should go. Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Intimidate. Tell me before I kick you in the head. Persuade. Try me. I might surprise you. You're probably right. I should go. I'm good at intimidating.
No, I really shouldn't talk about this. Just leave me alone.
My
Apparently-
mother was Dalish. They are a proud people, those who refused to bow to defeat.
Well, apparently, I'm not good at intimidating. And it seems bringing him was a good idea because now we'll get more information, right? I need my coercion to go up, and fast. How are we going to do that, though?
And so I shall.
This looks like a good place to get elf fruit. Maybe I can buy some potions here, too.
Anathara, Grey Warden. Andaran Atishan, outsider.
Who are you? Can you answer some questions? I should go. Who are you?
I am Gaina. Is there something you need from me?
Can you answer some questions?
I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
I need some equipment. I want to know more about your people. Tell me about the forest. What can you tell me about Zevran?
Zathrian? He has been our
Zathrian.
keeper since long before my parents' parents were born. What could you wish to know about him?
I don't know. I think he's a werewolf. The leader of the werewolves, to be exact. What is a keeper exactly? Just how old is Zethran exactly? Why didn't he know the werewolves would attack? I want to know something else. What is a keeper exactly?
He keeps us safe, and he keeps the knowledge of our people safe, so we may bring it to all of our people one day.
What knowledge is that exactly? Where does he get this knowledge? Bring it to all your people? Where does he get this knowledge?
From the other clans, and from the artifacts we uncover in our travels. Everywhere the old empire was, so went their slaves. Pieces of our past lie everywhere.
What knowledge is that exactly? Bring it to people. What knowledge exactly?
The ways of our ancestors, of course, from the time of our Lathan, before the human empire enslaved our people.
Bring it to all of your people?
To your people. When there is a new homeland for us all to settle in, the Dalish shall teach your people what they have forgotten.
I have another question about Zathran.
Yes.
How old is he?
I don't know. Very old. It is said that Zathrian may be one of the first to become as our ancestors were long ago, immortal.
But how could that be? Why him and not others?
We all live longer than the Flat Ears, the elves who live with humans. The Keepers even more so because of their knowledge of the old ways. Why Zathrian differs from the others, I do not know. Perhaps he has been blessed by the creators.
You don't actually believe in those gods, do you?
Your people do not have gods? I don't think I could live without the hope that when I die, I will be greeted by the creators. The Shemlin would have us believe otherwise, but their maker is no more present. At least the creators are our own, and they care for us as no other.
I want to know something else.
What is that?
I don't know. Tell me about the forest.
You would be best to speak to Seirel. He is our storyteller and knows far more of such tales.
I want to know about your people.
You should speak to Lanaya. She's the Keeper's first and knows much of such questions.
I want equipment.
Master Verathorn should have what you need. Seek him out at the forge.
I should go.
Then may the creators bring you fortune.
Okay, what about you guys?
It's too bad. It's too bad you don't have a clan of your own.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
I have a clan of my own. Thank you. Stupid child.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Significant skill.
Braska.
Indeed.
Let's see. Is that better than hers? No. It's not any better. Better. Shoes aren't any better. Well, this somewhat better in some ways. Yeah, I'll take what I can get. What about for me? I hate the look of the hat. It looks stupid. Is it better? I would imagine it's better because I have armor. And the mage's robe, I didn't have armor.
Blood and
Yes.
damnation.
Well, oh, can I talk to you? Do you know anything
What
about
say
him?
you?
Care to answer some questions?
By all means.
Tell me more about your adventures. What is your opinion of the Dalish?
I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease, and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Zevran, that's horrible. Was the woodcutter your father? So you're assassin and son of a whore. Was the woodcutter your father?
How should I know? My mother was a whore, as you'll recall. None of the other elven boys in the whorehouse knew their fathers. I was not so unusual. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating, until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
I'm sorry for you, Zevran. What does this have to do with Dalish? And yet you're oddly cheerful about it.
It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
You can say that again. I am not like you. You'd compare my life to yours? You can say that again.
My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again.
But how do you feel about the Dalish in general? Has there been no joy in your life at all? But you don't think of yourself as Dalish? How do you feel about them in general?
I don't feel anything about them. Oh, we heard about them in the city, even deep in Antiva. I even had the notion once to run off and join them. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
I wonder if we should keep talking to him and see if there's more information to be learned.
Here I am. What say you?
Can you answer some questions?
By all means.
Tell me about your adventure. Is he going to have anything new to say about adventures?
Again? Well now, what might interest you, I wonder? Shall I describe the stages involved with Lanthrax poisoning? I watched a man go through all 7 once.
If you like, certainly. That sounds like fun. No, not that. That sounds like fun.
Haha, you have rather macabre tastes, I see. I like that. Let's see, how about the largest battle I ever took part in? That would have been the slaughter of Prince Azrin. Did you hear of that down in these parts?
I doubt it. You killed a prince? Don't be absurd. You killed a prince?
Me? Not personally, but I did take part in the attack. Prince Azrin was 4th in line to the throne, you see. He started off as 11th, but worked his way up the old-fashioned method by inheriting control of an entire Crocel from his grandfather. After assassinating his way through the royal family, the king hired 3 other cells to take down Prince Azrin once and for all. I was in one of those cells.
Huh. Is this sort of thing common in Antiva? Why not simply arrest him? So this was a very big deal. Why not just arrest him?
Prince Azrin was too powerful. Who could you send to arrest the man that wasn't either in his pocket or that didn't fear being assassinated first? Antivan royalty is very much bound up in the crows. You wouldn't want it run by a bunch of commoners, after all, would you? And this means they get involved in politics quite often. This particular fight nearly bankrupted the nation, I understand. It almost ended up putting a crow on the throne, a commoner, but that's a whole different story. I played a very small part.
What did you do? Seems like an odd way to run the country. That's hardly noteworthy. What did you do?
My part in the entire battle was taken up trying to reach Princess Verina, who had thrown in with her brother. I killed about 11 of her guards personally before I got knocked out of a window. I landed
Wow.
in a river and nearly drowned. I was fished out by some urchins who robbed me blind. Made off with my boots, too. At least they didn't cut my throat. And that was my part in history.
You got robbed by urchins? Not very glorious if you ask me. You're very lucky indeed. You got robbed.
I had to find my way back to the safe house, bruised and naked, and thankful to be alive. But there you go. Tale told. Let's be off before I tell more embarrassing stories, huh?
No, I want more embarrassing stories. Let's find out what
What
else
say
he has
you?
to say.
By all means. Well, the only one that's really worth telling is the story of the mission right before I came to Ferelden. But no, I would rather not. I shouldn't have said anything.
Why not? What's the problem? You're right. I understand. Don't be a tease. Out with it.
Perhaps another day. I apologize.
What?
What say you?
Come on. Personal?
Again?
So...
I'm game.
I want you to leave. Never mind.
What say you? By all means.
Let's move on. Okay, let's give him something. It seems that I always have to give somebody something after talking to them because I'm bound to piss them off. Would a cake
How
work?
nice.
Okay, no, apparently
How
not.
nice.
Yeah, okay.
You called.
I have a question. I want to discuss something you mentioned. I think you should leave. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
What do you think of the Elvish? Do you find Ferelden strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles,
yeah.
and the nobles become warriors.
Actually, never
Very
mind.
well,
Let's go.
as you wish.
Actually, stop
Your
that.
desire is my command.
I have some questions.
Of course.
Never mind.
Your desire is my command.
So I can
Well,
only ask
we're
him
not
what
exactly
he thinks
alone.
about.
What did you have in mind?
I think we need to end this now. I guess I'm never mind.
Fair enough. Off we go then.
Yeah. Okay. Pile of stacks. Ooh, gloves. Let's see if those gloves are good on anyone other than me because my strength is not high enough. They would be better for him. Alistair is who we have out most of the time, so we should check him first. They're not better. Sarath. They are slightly better, but they're a lot better for him, so. Hey, we're gonna talk to ourselves now.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
Who are you? What is the Hala? I should go. Who are you?
My name is Alora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
What is a Hala? You think being a Grey Warden is exciting?
Not as much as I assumed you thought my task boring in comparison. Am I wrong?
If that makes you a shepherd, then no, you're not. Working with animals would be quite rewarding. Less dangerous, certainly.
In normal times, perhaps. But in normal times, there would be no blight, and being a Grey Warden would not be such a dangerous occupation either. In truth, my place as the Master Herder is a small one, but one I am quite satisfied with. Would that we could all find such peace with our lot in life.
What's a Hala?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides.
They are not your mounts. You make them sound like friends.
That is exactly what they are, in fact. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us. and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
So why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help? I'm very sorry. That must be a hard decision. That doesn't seem like much of a problem. Can I help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Survival, try to calm the Hala. Survival, examine the Hala. Pretend to examine the Hala. I could kill her quickly if you wish. I wish I did, I'm sorry. I suppose not. Try to calm her?
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
Try to examine?
And? What do you think?
Lie. You're right, the animal is suffering. I cannot tell.
I am glad you attempted it regardless.
I should go.
I will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes. I am grateful for your assistance, friend.
Okay, so can we use someone else's skill to help with that? Nobody has a survival skill except Steen. Okay, Steen. Can you help?
Come to check on my Hala and I again, have you?
Is there anything I can do to
I
help?
don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
I wish I did.
You are very
So,
kind.
what does them having the skills do if we can't use it in times like that? Just seems weird. Like, I don't know. I imagine that having them on the team at that time, or maybe it would, except for the fact that it's not high enough, perhaps? Let's switch out.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Let's see what their skills are. So, I don't think there's anything we can do to help.
Blast and
Pigeon crap.
damnation.
Yes.
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 Yeah. Maybe we can come back later and help. I would imagine helping would be helpful. Would end with maybe us getting something else. Maybe we'd get one on our team. So let's try to not have it die, but I don't know how we're gonna help it. I don't know if we can heal it ourselves eventually. Where is the forge? I feel like should have passed it. Did I pass it? Oh, we didn't come over here, so. Ooh, can we take from
Well,
this?
all right.
Can we take from this? Yes. Can make some more potions.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Goodness gracious.
Braska.
Can you
Indeed.
open it?
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Ah, you can. Perfect. But we're gonna switch you back out
Blood and
because
damnation.
Yes.
I want to. I don't know. She's an interesting character, but can we take from some of the wood? Great. that close to them. Seems odd. We talked to him. We haven't talked to you. And then you are an apprentice. I wonder if that'll start a conversation. I'm going to end this episode off here, and then we will continue on in the next episode. Hopefully get some more information. I need to get coercion, and apparently now I need to get survival. So how do we level up? Is there a way to max everything out? Or is there only a certain amount that you're given? I don't know. I'll have to look into it and find out. I don't know what level I am, and let's see. Does it say what level you are? Heroic accomplishments. Amount of Dragon Age completed. We're only at 13%. Money spent. Money made at once. Don't see where it says anything about what level we currently are. But we'll have to find out. Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode off here. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. But until then, I hope you enjoy watching all the other videos. Have a good one.